But they brought me there to do something that I deeply believe in, is imploding and blowing up membership structures. So I was hired to do one job. I took over 5 other jobs because I don't know how to stop. And this job at the forum gave me an opportunity to, I think, align with my greater life's work.
Right.
Associations allow weirdos like me to be at the top, but also to smart and capable and curious to do amazing things. And so I want to help us live in the future. I'm competing with LinkedIn every day. I think of myself as a business owner, and I'm coming for you, LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm $3 million. I don't give a damn. I'm coming for you. So I think one of the things that I've been successful in doing is bringing, especially being from the tech side, I partnered with like Global Clorox to do something for an association. I think leveraging really hard on our business acumen. Right now, we're doing things at the forum that are really bold, not about the alphabet. I'm workforce development. I'm kind of looking at the various things. I'm tech forward. So I don't see, I'm a beautiful to be an association executive. That's my trade. But I think of myself as a business owner. And when I walk into the space, I make business decisions that need to move my industry forward. And so associations is a beautiful American construct. Right, like that's an industry that comes from the collective of people, and I mean American civics. History is a thing. America, um, but if I think about what businesses are and our entrepreneurial spirit in the US, and I've had the opportunity to live abroad and global, but in the US, we have this piece around three good people, we can make money and align with values.
Yes.
And that's where I see where we are. Our our association is a tax status. It doesn't preclude us from making business moves. I do hear a lot of, now I'll just put on the hat of when I worked at an outwardly facing association. The issue that's different for us is the boards. Smiling. The boards, depending on what your board is, they don't understand that's the nuance of what we do as association now leaders. They don't always understand. So we have to navigate that too, because you can be really Artesha-esque, and then your board be like, tap that down, because what we doing is counting the pennies. And so you have to balance it. And my heart goes out to all the leaders that right now are trying to do that. The forum was a unique opportunity for me to lose my whole mind. And I'm not saying because of the forum, I'm saying because I thought I was something. And then I was like, you in charge now. And none of that stuff worked. None of it. Um, and so I had to go back to basics and remember who I am for real. I'm a back up against the wall. I'm gonna come out fighting, period, because I got to eat. But I've always believed in pushing the boundary, whatever that means.
Right.
So it wasn't even Gemini at the time. It was Bard. I think Google's AI was Bard. And chat was in it first. I think maybe we were at 3.5, maybe it's something like that. And one of my board members said, well, we are building a course. And I was like, oh, word? Y'all are doctors, right? I'm not even that. I went home that weekend and our association's 201, I built it on the couch, right? Because the various things, whatever. Now, my director of learning and events would be like, no, we didn't. Yes, we did. But then, because I need to get to speed to market, I'm a business owner. I understand how associations build content. What I was hired to do was not just modernize their strategic planning, but really kind of reinvent and reimagine what we're looking at. Before we really targeted CEOs and some trickle down, mentorship, those things. Now we really, and this was from the board, strategically go after every area. So for the last 3 years, I modeled what we do after what I've been through. I came from a clerk to CEO. And so whether it was association like the Women Executive Forum or, some of the other things, we moved away from CEO only.
Yep.
We expanded it this year. We had 300 women at Women's Executive Forum.
It was amazing.
It was fantastic. But there were coordinators there that weren't sponsored by anyone.
Right.
Because they came, but we built content for them. So now we look at really, I think, really short stroke. At Association Forum, we focused on elevating and empowering individuals. with skills and content and those things. I think the struggle is sexy. I don't know. I'm
Yes.
a movie person, you
Yes.
know what I mean? The struggle is sexy, babe. When they just come out and be like, and by the way, damn that. I want to know what happened. How do we get there? What does it look like? It's raw still. We
Yeah.
ain't making money right now, child. I ain't even gonna lie. But every day I get an email from somebody that took a course that is using it to do some work. So I'm a cynic, and so Gretchen knows me for a long time. I'm cynical. So I'll be like, what in the world? Who is doing that? And then I'm gonna AI chat and tear down whatever that is. When I sit in the audience, I understand that it is a privilege for me to be there. They weren't value add to the future. Yeah. Right? So some things work and then we fail fast. If it ain't working, we pull it. Right? If it is something, we are always in research and development. Those are terms for some associations that are like, we don't have millions. I'm broke. Research and development is important. I'm about the advancement of the future. Not everybody is that. But I, in my dystopian worldview, believe that humans still win. But it has to be a different definition of what the tools and access and those things are. So Gretchen and I are both benefits right now of the power of associations, but 50 years ago, many of the industries that we serve didn't allow us to be at the helm, right? So if we continue that kind of thinking, right, how does it help? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, baby. And so this content about things like, I don't know, oh, well, let's get mentorship for associations about associations. We're business people. So we partner right now, I'm partnered with the Center for Creative Leadership, Global Leadership Development, offering same program, Emerging Leaders, that was by my peers, right? I'm a fellow of association community of ASAE. I'm a Delp scholar. Like, I've got the things, y'all. But I went to CCL because when I had the opportunity in healthcare to learn from global leaders, it was my member president who had the money to bring that to us. And when they called the association forum, I just happened to answer the phone one day and fangirled. Now we have a partnership and we've had 50 professionals go through and they're getting taught by astronauts. I'm not saying that association leaders are wrong. I'm saying what we need today wasn't what I needed 30 years ago because what they're competing against is Coco. I'm sorry, that's Copilot. They're competing against that and they need to be able to leverage wide skills. But this is what the forum folks wanted. They're going to listen to this and be like, oh, Lord, this is what. Yeah, I love when y'all push me up against the wall. And I will say this. I'm living my dream because I'm failing more than I'm succeeding, but I'm succeeding on the things that really matter. Advice from my bestie is don't tamp it down, girl. Lead out loud. And for me, as much as I'm a peacock, I try to I'm a tech girl, right? I'm going to pay the back. I'm going to go back and kind of build the systems or whatever. And they said it matters to the person in the furthest corner that you don't even know. So.
I'm ready for